What's good, y'all?
I don't feel like recording, bro. I really don't.
Welcome to this video. My name is Alexander Ojomo. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a pair of jeans for my new brand, Rookieyear. I started this brand, Rookieyear, because, as you guys may or may not know, I had my old brand, Alpha Co., and my business partner went to the military. Yay. So, we're starting over. You gotta start fresh. It's about continuously being a student of the game, student of whatever it is you do. For example, if you're a photographer and you learn how to use one lens, and then you don't ever progress from that one style of photography or from that one reference photo you had in your head, not continuously being a student of the game. If you're a photographer, having a rookie mindset is like, okay, you see a picture from a photographer that you like, and you ask yourself, how did he get that photo? What type of lens did he use to get that photo? Did he have an ND filter? What shutter speed was that at? Did he use a strobe? Did he use a flash? Being a student of the game. So that's basically what my brand is about. Today, I'm going to be making the first piece that I want to drop. Yay! I'm only planning on releasing 5 pairs. Need to do the whole thing, to be honest. Is it too quiet, bro? Yo, does that boost it? Does that boost it? Does that boost it? Yeah, it does a little bit, I think. Does it? Anyway. Let's get into making these pants, bro. First step already done. So for these pants, I use blanks. I get the pants from Superline Wholesale. Ain't nothing to hide. Yes, I use Denim blanks. It's the same thing as getting a t-shirt and screen printing on it, except my process is a little bit different. I'm using the sewing machine. I'm adding panels. I'm adding pockets. I'm adding branding. Yeah, you start with the pants. Cut off the inseam. Next step. Take off this pocket. Let me find my seam ripper. Where did I put it? So, why is this tool so important? Why is this little itty bitty tool so important for sewing, right? This is a seam ripper. Now you see a seam ripper allows you to rip seams. Now this may seem self-explanatory, like, yo, it rips seams. But it rips seams, like it literally rips seams. Like, look, I'm taking off this back pocket, right? So let's say you're starting with a seam that is not already open. This seam right here. What I do is I slip this sharp point underneath it first, move the first 2 seams out the way. Then you flip it over, you put the red side in. This protects the garment from ripping. You could easily rip through the bottom layer if you have this sharp point. But the red side keeps it from like messing up the whole fabric. And you just slide. It's just that simple. You just slide up. Now for deconstruction process, realistically, once you get the first, you get me. See, I ripped through it, but I got lucky because it didn't rip the actual bottom panel. It only ripped the actual pocket, which is kind of a fucking problem. Do I need to be making tutorial videos? But a goal I'm trying to set for myself is to drop, because making clothes is really expensive, bro, and I want to be able to drop. And if I have to force myself to drop very small collections and not be worried about, because like honestly, I'm starting a new brand. Who's my customers right now? I don't have any customers right now, right? So the goal at this point is to make pieces that can attract a customer base to the brand, that can say, okay, I really fuck with this brand because of this, and this. They may not have anything for sale, but I like what they got going. That's the stage I'm at right now. I might only have 1 or 2 things on the side, you get me. But that's an important stage to be in, and that is, honestly, it's a blessing to be starting from the beginning. As much as it sucks, it is a blessing. All right, so right now, the pants are fully deconstructed. So the next part of this process is cutting out the flare and cutting out the back pocket from the flannel. Now, going over things I wish I had done different with the fabric for my next drop. This fabric is a little bit thicker, so after you wash it, the material is gonna soften up a little bit, but I do wish I washed the fabric 1 more time. But to help soften it up a little bit more, we're gonna use steam. But my iron needs more water first, so let's do that. We cut out our flare. So this is my flare pattern. I need to make another one. As you can see, it's crinkled because I've been making flares for a long time. But this is my flare pattern designed by me. This is Alex Ojomo's flare pattern for Rookieyear. This is just a flare pattern I've been working on that gives a lot of dimension to the jeans. A lot of flare patterns that you typically see are just like a triangle, versus mine, which I say resembles more of like a exaggerated cowboy flare, I guess, if that makes sense. So right now, just finding out where the fabric Okay, so I'm gonna go for right here. Cool. Right here is good. So take my chalk, boom. You gotta get something to put on the fabric to kind of weigh it down to keep it in place. So I'll use this water bottle and this thread. So cool. Now just mark off. It's gonna leave. So this method that I'm using just leaves a shadow of what we want to cut. I don't really do the tracing thing. I just do it like this because the chalk washes off or rubs off. It's really easy. It comes off really easy. So yeah. So we're gonna have to do this 3 times. So we need to cut out 3 different panels. But I'm going to cut and then measure again, just because that's how I do this method. Music time. This is definitely my favorite feature right here. The pants. Yeah, as you can see, the pants is right here. Pre-made. I'm excited. You should be excited too. I don't even know what I'm calling these pants. All I know is that these Doritos are really good. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you like the pants. I love these pants. I love how these fit. I feel like this is a perfect first drop for me, for my brand. Yeah.